Hello! So today we're building a big werewolf pack house, and this house is over 4 floors. It's huge. There's like 9 bedrooms, 10 beds, 7 bathrooms, lots of community spaces. There's a lot going on in this house, but that makes it perfect for being a pack house. So I originally found a kind of house I liked on Google, and I went from there from the exterior because I usually make micro homes and tiny houses. So making a house this big was definitely a challenge. It was fun, but oh, it took me a while. I mean, I started this when the werewolf pack first came out, and I only just finished it. So it took me quite a while to figure out what I wanted to do. But I really like the end result. I think it looks great. So we've actually got a lot going on. So we've got a lot of outside spaces as well, different bits to do outside. At the back there, that's just going to be a little shed, just, somewhere to go out, do some woodworking, other bits, storage. I thought it just fit well with this type of house and having that many Sims. Yeah, so I've been playing with it since it's been built and it's been fun. I've currently got 6 werewolves, I think, in the house, and it's a little bit of a nightmare. I don't usually play with lots of Sims anyway. I usually play with like one, maybe two. Them all being werewolves and going and having fury all of the time, always going into rampages. It's difficult. So it's been a fun playing experience in this house, that's for sure. Everything's kind of been ripped to shreds and smashed and broken, and I feel like everything has to be repaired all the time. Playing with lots of werewolves is definitely a challenge. So I started with the exterior because I found that bit easier. I knew in my mind I wanted this little outdoor space for children and then just a little campfire area for everyone to sit around. Just because I wanted it to feel like a full proper pack family, everyone of every age is here. You've got young babies, toddlers, children, teens, adults, elders, just everybody. This house is for everybody. I wanted it to feel kind of old-fashioned inside, like this house has been around for a while, the pack's been here for quite a while. Everything's kind of very well used, very well loved. And then they've got some like antiques and some nicer bits, and then everything else is kind of just put together, handmade, doing and using what they can. They don't have loads of money because they're trying to keep together this giant house, and there's loads of Sims, and trying to work with werewolf Sims is a nightmare because they come home from work every time they go into a fury, and I'm like, please, just stop furying and stay at work. So the whole downstairs is nice and open plan. And then we've got this kind of like kitchen, dining room area. I really liked the blue kitchen, but I figured with the type of house, brown fit better, so I do end up changing it to a brown colour. But I really like the layout. I think it's nice, and it's good to be able to have like all of your Sims sit down in one place because they can, sit around the tables, sit at the chairs around the counters, and it's just a nice kind of atmosphere when everyone's in. And of course, we've got to have muddy paw prints by the door. Everyone coming in their wolf forms. So I've also tried to clutter up the kitchen to make it look well lived in, like there's a lot of Sims here because you're not going to be able to keep it tidy. So there's bits of clutter everywhere. There's like magazines and files and toys and dog toys. It's just, I don't know, just because I thought it would be funny with the meal being werewolves. And just bits everywhere just to try and make it look well lived in and well used. So there's also lots of scratches everywhere on the walls, on the floors, lots of marks, lots of decorative items just left everywhere, like especially in this little foyer, this like front area bit. It's decided to have this big area for shoes because I mean if you've got maybe 8, 9, 10 people living here, you're gonna have a lot of shoes everywhere, a lot of blankets, like empty paint cans, a lot of places you just need somewhere to store it all. So that's what this area is for. But when I was doing it, I was like, I never want to do a big house again. I was like, this is just a nightmare. I was like, there's so much stuff. Trying to fill all of the space is so hard because you want it to look cluttered and lived in, but you don't want it to just look too much. So, I don't know. I was like, I don't want to do a big house ever again. But now I finished it. I really like how it's turned out. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do some more big houses, but I've got a few more tiny houses I want to do, so I'll do them as well. But yeah, I might try a couple more big houses. I might try a school next because I did get the high school pack, so thinking a school might be fun to do, but we'll see. Now, I haven't filmed doing all of the bathrooms just because there are 7 bathrooms and, one bathroom's like the rest. So I've just put a couple of snippets in some of the bathrooms. So this is the toddler's room. Well, no, sorry, this is the baby's room. So we've got a parent's room and a baby's room next door and attached by a bathroom in the middle. I just figured that made sense, and I wanted to try and fit a room in for every age. and I just figured having the baby's room off from the parents' room, yeah, it made sense, and it worked with this nice little space upstairs, because it's kind of hard to work with the space upstairs because of the way the roof is. I don't know if there's a way to make it without the roof clipping, because I like to play with the walls up, but you can't really with the roof as it is. But I've thought it made good use of the space. And then we've also got kind of this couple's room, maybe like just been married and they moved up here and they've got their own little private area upstairs. They've got a nice little fire to sit by in the evening, some books to read, they can sit outside on their little balcony. And then back onto the middle floor, we've got a couple of bedrooms on this floor, and I wanted to build this kind of bar, this like nice British pub. So we've got lots of bottles of alcohol everywhere. Just a place for the adults to all hang out, because there's a child hangout downstairs, and then upstairs we've kind of got this adult hangout where they can all just chill in the evening, have a drink, have a chat, and then they can bring any friends they've got around and they can socialise, and it just keeps all of the rowdiness away from the main areas. So then this next bedroom is kind of made for like maybe an older couple. I've currently moved Lily, Christopher, and Jacob into here, so this is actually Lily's room at the moment, and then she's got like kind of her own bathroom, like quite a large bathroom. And then she's got kind of this old-fashioned bedroom that she probably hasn't updated in a while. She likes it as it is. She's not really bothered about changing it. She's quite happy with that as it is. So then they've also got like a little communal bathroom. Everyone does have their own bathroom, but I thought if you've got guests, they're going to want a place to go to the bathroom. And then we've also got a nice little study area up here. I just thought it'd be good to have a computer in there just for everyone to be able to use. Don't know how techy everyone would be that lived here in this old house, but it's kind of difficult to play Sims without the computer. So we have got a nice little study area. And then we've got the alpha bedroom. So I wanted them to have a kind of split bedroom that was kind of like another little... So they had like a bed area and then they had like a little study area. Because I figured if they're the alpha, they're probably going for a lot of documents, doing a lot of reading, doing a lot of research, catching up on a lot of stuff. So they'll want their own quiet sitting area to kind of go through all of that. Maybe have a couple of meetings just away from the rest of the house. So that's what I've tried to do there. So that's Christopher's room at the moment. Although my sim is trying to make a play for the alpha. So I've got my sim living there and they've moved in with Wolfgang as well. So Wolfgang's here and they've had a child together. So we've also got a child, well, I think they're a toddler at the moment, or they might have just aged up to a child. So it's quite a full household, even with just those sims. Still fit a few more in, but it's still a lot. So we've got this child's bedroom downstairs. I've made this little children's area. So the child's bedroom is next to the toddler's bedroom. And then they've got a joint bathroom. And there's 2 beds in here. So, I mean, you can't actually play with 10 Sims. I mean, unless you've got mods. But I like the illusion that, you know, that it's busy or they can have friends around. Or there's always space for more Sims. And I feel like that's important in a pack house. You're probably always expecting new members. Some members will come, some members will go. So there's always lots of room for everybody. So again, I've tried to make the child's room look quite cluttered, quite messy. The children are not going to keep their bedrooms perfect. And the same in the toddler's room. It's not that messy, but there's a few toys scattered around, a few bits everywhere. And plus I've also sized down some scratch marks so that they've got like some tiny like child and toddler size scratch marks on the wall, which I think's cute. I mean, obviously your Sims can't actually turn into werewolves at that age, but I like to think in real life maybe they would, or they'd start trying to transform a little bit or start trying to scratch some bits up. So yeah, we've got some smaller scratch marks. And then just in front of their rooms, they've got a little area to play with, like that cardboard doll's house thing and just some other bits. So then downstairs we've also got this area in between. It's kind of where the teenagers can hang out, or the kids. They've got a foosball table, they've got Don't Make the Llama, some card games, some painting. There's also the gym that we've done so that, you know, you can make that play for alpha. Just a place where if the kids and teens want to get away from the adults, the downstairs is kind of all their area, you know, so they don't have to, they can just have their own space. And then I wasn't sure how I wanted to do, I wanted 2 teenagers' rooms. And at first I kind of wanted them to blend in more with the rest of the house and like kind of the old style. But then the high school pack came out just as I got to the teenagers' rooms. And I was like, oh, I really want to use the new stuff. And I figured perhaps the teenagers, you know, they want their own separate spaces and they want to make it look nicer. They don't, the rest of the house is kind of run down and old and they want their rooms to look as good as they can be. So they've perhaps got part-time jobs, they've paid for some of their own stuff, I've left kind of like the wonky floorboards, but like these have been painted white, and they're just trying to do the best with the situation they're in. So, and I think the adults don't mind as well, like paying for some stuff for the teenagers, because they're like, oh, they understand what it's like to be a teenager. And the teenagers have got all their friends coming around, and perhaps their friends don't realise they're all werewolves. I mean, there's kind of wolf stuff everywhere, lots of scratches, so they might be a bit suspicious, but at least here they can hang out and just be regular teenagers. So we've kind of gone for this stereotypical, we've got a more feminine pinky room, and then we've got this kind of more masculine, darker, sporty room. And then, it can be changed up however, and everything's just, again, a bit messy, just like the kids' room, stuff's just kind of thrown everywhere. But they've both got laptops and like speakers and places to chill. So then I really like the outside looking really like fresh and clean, but then after doing the inside and making it a bit more dingier and putting all those marks everywhere, I was like, it doesn't make sense for the outside to be so clean. So I changed it to the mossy roof, and I've just put loads of marks and scuffs and ivy everywhere, just to give the illusion that the house has been there for, quite a while as well. The pack house, it's not just been built, it's been in the woods for a while, and they look after it the best they can. And then we've got this little shed outside. I just wanted somewhere to have like a crafting bench, and I think there's a flower arranging table in there as well. And then there's like DIY projects they've got going on, and then outside they've got all of the gardening. They've got like some places to sit, they're a really nice swing set. And yeah, just places for everyone to be able to go outside. And I wanted to make sure they had the flower beds and stuff, because obviously I've got the Moonwood Collectives living in here and the self-sufficiency, and at least then they can just grow all of their own stuff and keep up to date with that. But trying to do all of the pack stuff as well with so many wolves, it's such a nightmare. I feel like I'm always getting the notification pop up like, you need to do more pack participation. I'm like, okay, for like every person. It's just, playing with this many werewolves is just a nightmare. It's challenging. It is fun. I don't tend to play that often. I tend to just more build. So it has been actually fun to play like that. So now we'll hop into the build and have a little tour of the place. So this is the whole house and the lot as it is. So on the first floor you've got this lounge area, and this is it complete. There's bits left about, but it's not too messy. I imagine people just come through, pick stuff up, off they go. And then we've got the kind of kitchen dining area, and Christopher making some either a late dinner or a very early breakfast. Yeah, I really like the way this looks. I really think it's laid out really nicely. And for some reason this stairs area is my favourite. I don't know, I just love having all of the bits on the stairs. I never make houses big enough for stairs. I always have to use ladders, and especially not stairs that can do this. It's usually just like the one tile wide square, so it's nice to actually be able to decorate the stairway. And then upstairs, this is the little study area, which I think looks quite cozy. I think I'd quite like to work there, although maybe not with all the spiders. I did lots of spider webs everywhere as well, because I felt like people probably wouldn't be doing that much cleaning in the corners. And then this is the bar area, which I absolutely love. I put all the bottles at the top, but I forgot that they're all from Debug, and they're all the ones that kind of expire, so they all went gross, so I had to throw them all away. So if you do download this, just be wary that you will have to throw away all of the bottles at the top. So this is the final bar. And then we've got kind of the elderly room. This is where Lily stays, and she's sleeping right now. And yeah, just a nice little room for her. She's got the basics. She can spend some time by herself. She's got everything she really needs in her. And then we've got the alpha room. So we've got their bedroom. And then, there's the child. Oh yeah. So this is my sim and Wolfgang's child. Yes, cleaning up the mess. Definitely don't want to be getting all those books wet. I do not think Christopher will be very happy. So yeah, this is Christopher's room at the moment, and again, I really like this room. I just think it works so well. And then outside, he's got a little chess table and a little telescope. I just wanted some way for them to build up their logic skill and stuff as well. And then right on the top floor, we've got that bedroom, for the young couple that have probably just got married, just maybe moved in here, and they've got their own kind of private space up here, right at the top. They've got the fireplace. At the moment, this is where Jacob's staying, so I don't know, maybe he'll find a nice partner, we'll see. And then we've got the parents' rooms. This is where my sim and Wolfgang stay. That's where the kid did stay when it was a baby, but it's not a baby now. So we've got this cute little baby's room, which I think is adorable. I love it so much. And then if we go all the way back downstairs, so then this is the whole kids area. So we've got this huge area for them all just to chill out in. I just added this in after my gameplay just because I wanted to collect all of the collective things. So I don't think they can actually really sit here. So that's why I didn't put it in the actual build. Now we've got the 2 teenage bedrooms. Which, yeah, very much look like teenager bedrooms. Very messy, very cluttered, a lot going on in them. And then their bathroom, which is also the communal bathroom for down here, but yeah, it's very, very messy. And then the gym, just some basic gym equipment. Oh, they've broken the doll's house, that's fine. So that's kind of clipped through the wall, but the fun of living with constant angry werewolves. So just a simple gym down here, just to build up your fitness skill. And then we've got the kids area, so their broken doll's house and just bits they can play with. We've got some dog toys down here. They're werewolves. I feel like they'd enjoy the dog toys when they were little. So then we've got the kids room with the 2 beds in, just a little desk for them to study at. They've got a little reading area, a little reading nook. They've just got all the basics they kind of need. Lots of toys, lots of clutter, lots of bits everywhere. And then the toddler's room. So the bed was against this wall, like coming out at a diagonal, which I really liked. I prefer the look of that. But then the toddler kept getting out of the bed on this side and getting stuck here. So if that happens to you, just move it to the side. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, it's fine. So we've got the toddler's room, which again I think is super duper cute. So that's everything in the interior of the house. So this is the full exterior. Obviously everything's kind of a bit roughed up. There's scratches, there's marks, there's lots of ivy. We've got a car outside for if they need to get somewhere else, and then the stairs up. I love this area at night. I think it looks so cozy and nice. Like you can just chill in here as a kid, or I'd chill in there now as an adult and just watch stuff on this projector screen. I think it'd be so nice. And then the adults can sit around the fire and chat and have a nice time together. So the build on the gallery doesn't have this glass roof over the top. It's just because during the winter I wanted to still be able to grow crops just because of the self-sufficiency thing, because it was really annoying. This was the easiest way just to be able to you can just come harvest some crops and it's done. So I just put a little roof over that for my gameplay. But yeah, it doesn't look the nicest. But then this is the little shed. So in here, yeah, we've just got the woodworking bench and we've got a flower crafting table. I like to think they're just building the cardboard toys for all the kids, and they've got lots of projects going on in here at the same time. I added a tunnel entrance just for ease. Just, you're playing the werewolf pack, you might as well go down into the tunnels. And it might as well be on your lot. Seems like a reasonable place to have a tunnel entrance, I think. So then, yeah, just more decorations. Obviously, you got your plants. I think this swing set is now my new favourite item in the game. I absolutely love it. It is so nice. Especially at night when it's all lit up. It's just really, really pretty. So there's that where people can just sit and chill. And there's also a little hidden, one of those little hanging egg chairs over here. So I think sitting there in the evening under the light would be really nice in the evening. So that's the whole house. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe so I know to make more like this in the future. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.